Welcome to Echo of Africa. Today we explore the incredible story of Mansa Musa, the richest man who ever lived. Get ready to discover how his journey changed history forever. Welcome to the story of Mansa Musa, here on Echo of Africa, in a time when kingdoms rose and fell across continents. One ruler's name echoed far beyond the deserts, the savannas of West Africa. His reign was marked not only by unimaginable wealth, but by ambition, faith, a vision that would shape the world's history. A tale of gold, grandeur, the enduring legacy of the Mali Empire. In 1324, a West African king set out on a journey that astonished the world. His name was Mansa Musa, ruler of the Mali Empire. But Musa's story is not only about gold, it is about empire, faith, and knowledge, and how they cemented Africa's vital place in the interconnected story of world history. The empire of Mali Mansa Musa came to power in 1312, ruling one of the largest empires in history. The vast Mali Empire stretched across modern Mali, Senegal, Niger, Guinea, and Mauritania, a territory rich in both culture and resources. Its wealth rested on two foundations: agriculture and trans-Saharan trade. West Africa's fertile valleys produced grain to feed millions. Caravans carried salt, ivory, and especially gold across the Sahara. At its height, Mali controlled nearly half the known world's gold supply. Arab chroniclers described Musa as the richest and most noble king of the land, the great pilgrimage to Mecca. In 1324, Musa undertook the Hajj, the Muslim pilgrimage to Mecca, but his pilgrimage became the most extravagant journey the world had ever seen. Chroniclers say Musa traveled with tens of thousands of attendants. 60,000 men, soldiers, slaves, and officials followed in his caravan. Each camel bore up to 300 pounds of precious metal. He distributed so much that gold lost its value in Egypt. Chroniclers say Musa traveled with a procession of staggering proportions. 60,000 men, including soldiers, slaves, and officials, followed in his caravan. This mobile city was accompanied by hundreds of camels, each carrying massive loads of pure gold. When Musa reached Cairo, he gave away his wealth with astonishing generosity. Historian Al-Umari wrote that the king of Mali left no emir or holder of a royal office without the gift of a load of gold. He distributed so much that the value of gold in Egypt plummeted, prices collapsed, and the resulting inflation lasted for more than a decade. Modern economists estimate Musa spent the equivalent of over $400 billion on this single journey. But this was not just reckless generosity. It was a masterstroke of diplomacy and global publicity, announcing the Mali Empire's power to the world. He designed magnificent mosques in Gao and Timbuktu, including the famous Djinguereber Mosque. On his return, Musa brought architects, poets, and scholars to Mali, eager to reshape his empire. He commissioned grand mosques in Gao and Timbuktu, including the legendary Djinguereber Mosque. Musa invested heavily in Timbuktu, turning it into a renowned center of learning. The Sankore University attracted scholars from across the Islamic world. Its libraries held tens of thousands of manuscripts on law, medicine, and astronomy. Timbuktu became a global intellectual hub centuries before the European Renaissance. Legacy and myth. In 1375, the Catalan Atlas depicted him holding a golden nugget on a throne. To Europeans, Musa symbolized unimaginable riches south of the Sahara. His story fueled both fascination and centuries of exploration. The numbers may be exaggerated, but the global impact was very real. Conclusion. But his true legacy was more than wealth. He transformed Mali into a cultural and intellectual powerhouse. He placed West Africa firmly on the global map, and 7 centuries later, his story still inspires awe and respect. Thank you for joining us on Echo of Africa on this incredible journey through the life of Mansa Musa and the golden age of Mali. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more fascinating tales from history. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What part of Mansa Musa's legacy inspires you most? Until next time, keep exploring the past to understand our world today.